everybody. Welcome back to the Hello Goddess podcast. I am your host, Mandy de Grace. I am a Reiki practitioner, a wellness lover, and a spiritual seeker. And today I wanted to make a video. I'm sorry about my birds, they're really loud. I wanted to make a video slash audio for you guys on the topic of projection. So if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you might have noticed that I posted something about this yesterday, and I promised you guys I would make a video about this. And it is such a huge topic, and it's so important to understand, especially if you're on the journey to self-awareness. So if you're watching this or are listening to this, I invite you to just relax, maybe take a seat and have some tea or coffee. I'm drinking my coffee right now, and I invite you to really stay open-minded because you may learn something about yourself through this episode. So before I go into what is projection, I want to give you guys some background, some context. So when we're born, when the human is born, we are completely whole. We are full of joy, full of love. We are completely authentic. And through the process of socialization, so the way you're raised, your environment, your society, you learn that there are aspects of your consciousness or aspects of yourself that are good and that are bad. You can kind of relate to this like the angel and the demon on your shoulders. We learn that certain things we do, think, and say are good and bad. So this is really important to understand what happens to your psyche when certain aspects of you are shamed and are deemed bad, are deemed not attractive, not lovable. And what happens is that you fragment. So parts of your consciousness, your soul, fragments, and some aspect of yourself goes into the subconscious mind. The famous psychologist Carl Jung calls this aspect of you the shadow. So the shadow is created through socialization as you're growing up. Some things go in the subconscious, so you completely disidentify with these aspects. And I'll give you an example on how that happens. So a really common example of this is when you're a child, most people, most parents and most caregivers will shame you for anger. So basically, if you're angry and you express anger, they're going to say that you're bad. You're going to say, calm down. They're going to say, go in your room and think about what you said or did. And what happens is that in the psyche of the child, they start to associate anger as being a bad person. So the anger gets repressed and put into the subconscious mind. See, the issue with this is that anger itself is not bad. It is an emotion, and it is a valid emotion when you learn how to express it properly. What happens to that child is that they repress their anger, and they're going to enhance the aspect of themselves that is kind. So the opposite of anger, being sweet, being soft, being kind, they're going to enhance that aspect of themselves in their personality because they believe that this will make them good. This will make them lovable. So I'll give you guys another example from my own life. When I was an adolescent in high school, I used to love putting makeup on and doing my hair. I had shorter hair, so I had hair extensions in. I loved fashion. I loved standing out with my style. And I remember a lot of girls in my high school did not like me. Either I would hear them talk negatively about me, or I had some of my friends even would tell me, Mandy, people just don't like you. Like, you're too different. You stand out too much. And so what happened to myself at that time is I started to associate standing out with being disliked. So as you can see, you start to adopt different beliefs that some aspects of yourself are good, are lovable, are acceptable, and some aspects of yourself are bad, are negative, are going to get you hurt, are going to hurt you because people will not like you because of these traits. So you repress certain things and you enhance other things. So this is where projection comes in. If you study psychology, you probably already heard about projection. If you're more into the spiritual circles, maybe you've heard about the law of mirroring or the law of mirrors. So they're basically the same thing. Let me explain. So this is going to be pretty deep stuff, so keep an open mind here. When we incarnate in this body, we are pure love. We don't feel shame. We don't feel like we are not worthy of love. This is something that we learn through our lives. I believe that the spiritual journey is the journey towards being whole again, the journey towards rediscovering yourself and connecting all the different fragments of your consciousness and reintegrating into wholeness. The problem here is that people don't even realize that they're disconnected from themselves. They've repressed so many aspects and so many emotions that the only experience that they have is loneliness and feeling empty and feeling disconnected from themselves and other people. Now, this is where the magic happens. This is where the universe is so intelligent and it wants us to be in wholeness. It wants us to be authentic and loved and free. So what happens is the universe becomes like a giant mirror. For example, if you don't consider yourself an angry person, but you attract all around you people that are always angry, this is the universe's way to show you that you have repressed anger within. Now, you may tell me, like, why would I attract angry people, Mandy? I'm a very peaceful person. I'm not angry. Why am I attracting all these angry people into my life? You really have to ask yourself that question. Why is it that I'm attracting a certain pattern in my relationships? Maybe it's because there's an aspect of you that wants to reconnect with your own shadow. So what happens is the projection part is that we project our repressed shadow onto other people. And these people will demonstrate the aspects of ourselves that we have shamed. So we can use that. We can use the mirror as a way to become more self-aware. Now, this may go both ways. You may actually attract people with qualities that you wish that you had. And so if you can see your universe as a giant mirror, that means that the qualities and the faults, quote unquote faults, that you see the most are also within you. One of the biggest lessons you will learn in this lifetime is to stop judging the exterior, stop judging the other, stop being jealous of other people, and to look within. Inside is where everything is happening. Everything outside of you is a projection of your own internal world. You are seeing the world through the lens of what you believe is good, bad, or neutral. And so if you take that information and instead of judging it, you just observe, you will learn a lot about yourself and a lot about what you've repressed within your subconscious mind. Now, when you learn to understand and integrate this lesson about projection, it will change your life. It will change your relationships to yourself and to other people and the world, because you stop being a victim of your own circumstances and you take back your power. Instead of asking yourself, why is this person treating me this way? You start to ask yourself, why am I attracting this person into my life? What is the lesson here? What is the wound that I need to look at and heal and love? Instead of always being jealous and miserable, look within and realize that all of the qualities that you see in other people, you also have within. Now, this is really important to know. If you keep attracting the same experience, the same person in different forms, you really have to look within, because that means you are a magnet to this experience for a reason. The universe is brilliant and it will show you exactly what needs to be healed, what needs to be seen and reintegrated in your life. For example, if you keep thinking, why is everybody so judgmental all around me? You have to ask yourself a few questions. First of all, why does this bother me so much? Why is this something that I notice more than other people? And second, where am I being judgmental in this? Once you start doing this work, it will literally blow your mind because you will start to understand yourself better, and you will start to have more compassion for yourself and for other people because you understand why they do what they do. Everything that is negative in this world originates from pain, and when we look at that pain, we heal it, then it transmutes to love. So start noticing where you project parts of yourself. Start noticing the patterns that you attract into your life. Know that the universe is a giant mirror, and use that as a catalyst for self-awareness, growth, and becoming more authentic. Now, that is all I have for you today. I hope you found this interesting and that you learned something new. Please be compassionate with yourself through this journey. I know how difficult it can be. And so, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to message me. I love talking about this stuff. And I'm sending you all of the love, all of the light, and the Reiki energy. Bye.